everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Make the Laundry Room Less Ugly. I believe this is number 4. I am painting again today. Last week or in the last episode I installed the shelf and we all agreed it was a much better look. Even though having clothes hanging in the laundry next to a toilet is not ideal, but that's my lot right now. And then I put one cover on the heating system and I've decided to just do the entire room with it and even cover the pipes all the way up to the wall. But I'll talk about it in a minute. So what am I doing today? Alright, so today, by the way, I am trying a different focus on the camera and we're gonna see whether or not we keep switching between blurry and focus. We'll see. The light is very obviously poorly placed, but I'm basically going to do this area right here, which is really grimy, so it's gonna need to get vacuumed and washed before I paint it. But let's recap what I did the last time so we all know where we're going with this laundry room. Okay, so last time I installed this shelf right here, and then you remember I painted this area here. So this is what it looks like after I paint, and this is what it looks like before I paint. And then I fooled around with the idea of putting a cover right here for the heating system, and it was one of you suggestions was to move it all the way against the wall here, and it's basically going to run. It's going to stop, it's going to stop here and then start over here, and I'm going to do the corner and it's going to run along the entire laundry wall here. And this is the window I have to fix, but we're not there yet. So today what I'm doing is painting this whole area here. So basically everything from here to there, from top all the way down. Okay, so this is your before, so you know what it looked like before. Obviously it's got to be clean. And then in the next video what I'm going to do is frame those windows because they're really ugly. I'm going to give you a close-up so you know what I'm talking about. All right, so they are basically installed in the old window casement, and if you look up here, let me see if I can show you right here and here, you can see where the old window used to be, and it was one of those sash window that opens up basically this way. All right, it's not a sliding window, it was just opening up that way. So they removed that and then they put new windows in it, which is great because those are gas filled and it kind of, you know, keeps the laundry room and the rest of the basement clean, but it's really unsightly. We have leftover of the foam right here that they used to insulate it. So what I'm going to do the next video is see if I can frame those. Wish me luck because I have no clue what I'm doing, but you know me, I'll Rube Goldberg the whole thing. So if you ever heard the expression Rube Goldberg, it basically means that you are doing a half you-know-what job with whatever you got in the house, okay? So it looks like it's taken care of, but really it's nowhere near the proper way to do it, like most of the stuff I do in this house. Okay. So this is really dusty, you guys, really dusty. I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum this whole thing and wash everything, and I'm gonna paint the wall up to here. I'm gonna paint this pipe. This is the old cast iron pipe, the original one in the house, because this is an old house. It was built in 1929 and there was only one toilet in this house, and that's the one that's in the kids' bathroom. Later on they added a second toilet in my bathroom, which is on the 3rd floor, when they redid the attic. And then I found out yesterday, doing a little bit of research and looking at the old sales for the house, there was an article written by somebody who owns a newspaper in the area. Anyway, she visited the house and she was telling people, you know, hey, this house is for sale, these are the features. All right. And she wrote a whole article in it, and apparently the toilet that's in here was added by the previous owner when he somewhat redid the basement by himself, so it was kind of like an added bonus. So this toilet here was really not always here. It was just added maybe in the last 10 years or so. And I'm keeping it, so, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to conceal it. All right, so eventually what's going to happen here is that this thing, other than having to be completely emptied out, that's the duct from the dryer, what's probably going to happen is that I'm going to run it behind the cast iron pipe, okay, and behind these right here, so you don't have this big pipe. Industrial look, I know, is a big deal right now in, you know, parts of New York City, but not in this house. Okay, so we're going to try to hide this. The only thing you got to remember when you move around those things is that you got to reconnect them properly, so that the dust doesn't get all over the place. And then you also have to give them a gentle curve so that the stuff actually gets out of the house. If you have a 90-degree angle, everything gets stuck here and nothing goes the other way. Do that make sense? Okay, so we'll have to figure it out, but we're not going to do that today. I could, but I'm not going to do it today. I don't want to deal with it today. All right, so let me get the vacuum cleaner. I'm going to, you know, dust everything, wash, and then paint. This here is the add-on sewage system, the pipe that I've painted that goes all the way over there. That's the one that goes to the 3rd floor. So when I go to my bathroom upstairs on the 3rd floor, all of the water runs through here. Hence the reason sometimes when I'm filming videos and you hear this rush of water going on in this room, yeah, it's the piping, okay. The joy of having a basement. All right, let me get started. Well, there was a lot of spider webs. Okay, let's wash. And I'm only washing the surfaces because the vacuum is not getting all of the dust. And I don't want to drag dust on my paintbrush because then I get bumps and stuff. Not that we really care in this room. Let's face it, this room is nothing but bumps, but that's okay. Look at this. Yeah. Okay, all right. I just want to get the dirt. I wasn't able to remove. Right, and again here what I'm using is the primer type paint in bright white and just a little roller. Am I doing precision work? No. Should I? Probably. But, you know, remember, basement, right? Paint is peeling here. Oh, you hear that? Scott's on the 3rd floor. Right, so this is what it looks like with just one coat. I'm going to say that it looks much better, at least it looks cleaner and brighter. So I did all the way here to the corner over there. The pipe, I didn't do the area at the bottom. Okay, but first of all, it's like dirt from 40 years. I'm not kidding. I am not touching this. I just am not. But I did the top here, and this is, you know, I mean, if the there's a need for a plumber, the paint is not stopping him from being able to unscrew the stuff. So I painted the big old cast iron pipe. You can see that there's only one coat. So again, this is what it looks like before, right? In terms of the walls, right? So that's the before. I'm going to give you a look from over there, because all of that is going to get painted, and basically that's what it looks like now. So it's very obviously an improvement. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have lunch, and because we have leftover Chinese, let me see if I am in focus. It looks like it, but I am way too close. Okay, so I'm going to have lunch, and it's for this to really cure and dry, because I remember I put 3 coats. And then what I'm going to do when I come back, if it's still a little tacky, I'm going to wash all those windows here, though the dirty that you see is probably on the outside more than anything else. The windows do open, so I'm going to clean the outside where I have all the dirt and the leaves. And then I'm going to remove the old film that I have here, and I'm going to put the one that I have with the Moroccan lattice. You remember? Okay. So I'll do those windows, so it looks a little bit better, and you know, because technically the neighbors can see us from that window here, not from here, but from there. So, and I didn't do that one because I had run out at the time, years ago. Okay, unfinished project, another one. So then I'll do a second coat and a third coat, and I guess that would be it for today. I do want to do something with the sink. I am not going to paint it, but I was thinking about putting a skirt around it, so maybe we'll fool around with that today. I'm not sure. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Let me go have lunch, and when I come back, I'll clean the windows outside and inside and change the film over them. All right, I hope you guys can hear me and see me. I had Willie on the other side doing the focus, so hopefully I'm in focus, Willie, right?
All right.
All right, okay. Willie, you know what I'm doing?
What?
I'm cleaning this. Do you know why?
What?
Because when we get snow, and we put the snow over here, if I have a lot of leaves and stuff, right, the ice is going to get in there, and it's going to expand with the leaves, right, and it's going to crack the wood, and then eventually we're going to have to replace both the wood and the concrete that's here.
Okay.
Right? Maintenance, my dear, maintenance.
All right.
Alright, so all of this has been cleaned, and I'm going to replace this cling here with the pretty one that I have, so that I can get rid of this. First thing, I need to wash the windows with Windex, because you don't want any residue on this. And I should go do them on the outside too, but I'll do that later on. Okay. Alright, let's measure, and we'll put a new cling on it. The only problem with that cling is that it's super difficult to separate it from the backing. But anyway, I got it down minus one nail. I broke a nail doing it. Okay. And there we go. So I don't know if you can see the difference. I doubt it, but this is this window doesn't have a cling, and this one does, and the one that does have it has a design on it. You see it? Okay. All right. So it's completely blocking the view, which is great. It's a good security thing to have, and then it gives us some privacy. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other 3 panels, and then we'll come back and look at it when it's dark in here and it's nighttime. You'll probably be able to see it. Alright, so I'm quite satisfied with this. It's a long time overdue project. I don't know in how many videos did I say, oh, I gotta finish those windows, I gotta replace the cling. You guys keep track of that stuff. I don't. I'm pretty sure I've said it at least a half a dozen times. And today I feel really accomplished. It's a silly thing, right? But finally got it done. So now I'm going to do a second coat on this whole area, and I'm going to be done for today. The only thing I'm going to do after this is tomorrow I'm going to go into my stash of wood in the garage, and I'm going to try to find, I'm probably going to have to use the saw, pieces of wood that I can put here like this, miter them, and then here and here, and frame the windows. It's not going to be a beautiful job, okay? I'm just trying to make this area here, those dips where you can see the foam and the casing of the window disappear. So basically it's just going to be a frame that's going to be affixed to the wall. I'm either going to have to use concrete nails, maybe I'll use Gorilla Glue, I don't know, I got to figure it out, but ultimately it's going to go a little bit over this and definitely over that, so it's going to cover completely and somewhat make the surface flat. Okay, so let me finish this. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. It'll still probably be wet, meaning that it's going to be shiny, and that's all right. And then what I'm going to do with the rest of the paint, because I don't have enough for that wall, I'm going to have to buy a new gallon or whatever of primer paint for next week, is that I'm going to use the leftover to repair a spot I have at the bottom of my stairs that has effervescence and the paint continues to peel because it is a wet area of the basement, and I'm going to do that. So I'll have you tag along for that, and that's going to be just in a second for you. So let me finish this. I'll be right back. So we are back on the other side of the basement. You guys asked for an update on the quilt I'm making for Mom. Is right here, but I wanted to show you this right here. This is a piece of furniture. It's a cupboard that I found on the Facebook marketplace, and it is the perfect size for me to stash all my fabric. I got it for, you ready for this? $55, and she said it's pretty old. It belonged to her mother, and the lady was in her 60s, so I really like it. I know the lighting is not giving it justice, but it's got the original hardware here, but she did change the stuff. So anyway, it's gonna be for my fabric. But we are here at the bottom of the basement, and the area I want to show you is this one right here, if it shows. Let me see, here we go. So this is the north side of the house, and there's a spot right there that has humidity, and every 2 or 3 years I basically have to go over it and paint it. And I do have a little nick here I need to paint, and then on the corner right here, you probably don't see it, I do have some areas here that need to be painted as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Probably scrape off the peeling paint and give it a good roll. Oh, the lighting in this basement. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the roll over it, so when I come back this will be done. Okay, so I am done for today. I got sidetracked with that side of the basement, but that's all right. I just wanted, to be honest, I had a tiny little bit of paint left and I wanted to use it to do something, and so I could get rid of that, and the brush got really busted, so I got rid of that. Let me show you what it looks like in here. I think it's progress. It looks brighter. So this is what it looks like. Again, I have the shelf here to hang stuff, and the clothes that are over there, there's just apron. I gotta bring them upstairs. But this is what this side look like. And again, this is gonna be from here all the way around. Okay, it's gonna go all the way around. And the area I did today is right here. It's got 3 coats. Okay. I did the pipe. I know it's looking yellow, but it's really bright white. It's because I didn't do the white balance on the camera. And then the windows, you probably can see them, but they all have that film on it, so you absolutely cannot see what's going on outside, which is great from this perspective and from outside as well. Let me see if I can do a white balance and show it to you in other than yellow. Right, so I don't know if this is better, but basically it's bright white. Okay, so remember next time I'm doing the frames around the two windows here to kind of hide this black around it and the ditch that's in between. So I don't know what it's going to look like. May look good, may look terrible, not sure. Anyway, let's go on the other side and see what I did. And this is actually white. So this is what I did on the other side. Actually, we did the in steps too, and then I did one coat real quick. It's still wet of the gray, because when we come down, and I didn't have enough paint to do this, by the way, so you can see what the color was before. When we come down, everybody puts their hand on this corner, and it was really, really gross. And then it had a lot of dings. So all the little difference in shades you see over there is just the paint that is partially dried. And you see I still have those here on this side of the basement because they didn't cover them with the, what do you call those? We're gonna say boards. The name escapes me. So I'm probably gonna put one in front of it. That would look much better, wouldn't it? Okay, and so I did that all the way up here. So really all I did was scrape all of the paint that was flaking, and then I sanded a tiny bit and, you know, vacuum after that, and I put a coat of paint. But really what I should do there is put a new you know, concrete over it, and then do a really, really good job at priming, but, you know, or box it like this is boxed. Okay, and again, here is that piece of furniture that looks much better actually now that I did the white balance. So you probably can see the color of the wood. So I am done with today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. My goal right now is to go wash my hands, have a cup of tea, and I'm going to quilt. And then I have to put all my fabrics in there, which will allow me to get rid of two bookcases, two white bookcases I have here. So that way on this side, there will be only one table, and then on this side I have this. And I'm hoping that all my fabric is gonna fit in this, and it's gonna look much better, streamlined for sure. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you are brand new right here in the corner. I'll see you next time for episode 5, in which I will frame the windows. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.